morning.
Man, I just woke up.
I got out of bed like 15 minutes ago.
Oh,
This is early to y'all?
No.
Oh, this is real early for me.
I bet it is.
That's why he was on that final straw with that teacher.
No, it wasn't about that.
It is an online class too.
Oh,
It
man.
wasn't about that. She was just tripping about nothing.
Tripping about nothing. I feel like everybody's always tripping on you about nothing. Well, I'm the same way, though. People trip on me for absolutely no reason, accuse me of doing things that I don't do for no reason. So I can relate to that. Let's talk about people doing that. Like, why do y'all think people have the need to do that? Is it that they want attention? Is it that they really feel some type of way? Is it
Why people trip for nothing?
right?
I feel like, I don't know. I notice a lot of people they like latch on to the first thing they hear, and they go off that. Like people aren't always willing to find out more,
Right.
because they like that first evidence they get, or that first latch up.
Because it sounds better than what's the next thing they're going to hear.
Yeah.
It's more juicy or more...
Yeah.
That's
how I feel about it.
I need some more info.
But it's not like...
I just mean in general. Like, for example, like, let's say Grandma Barb. Let's say you forgot to take the chicken out the coop.
Oh, no.
Because I know she's got
Those are not my chickens.
Can't forget the chicken.
That's my baby cousin's chicken.
And, like, let's say
He's
like...
gotta put him in the fair.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
He's like sick.
Anyway, okay, that was a bad example then. So, like, let's say...
They're not mine.
Okay, your teacher.
Okay.
Let's say you go to get ready for an exam and you take the exam and you get a 60 on it. And you thought you would at least get a 75. So you go to their office hours.
Sure.
And they say, oh, well, I heard from so-and-so you've been doing this. Or, oh, I've heard this and that about you. I know you're not studying. But when in reality, they don't know who you are. And they question what you're doing.
That's a good example.
Yeah.
See, that sounds like more like high school stuff, because college professors, they don't be knowing what you're doing.
Oh, no, they know what you're doing. It's just that they're there to collect a paycheck, and they don't, like, that's the big difference I see about college, is I see people literally watching Tyreek Hill highlight videos and like, what the lines did this week videos in class, and the professor don't really care. As long as you're not talking during their lecture, being obnoxious, they really don't care what you're doing, because they have, at least where I go, they have 250 kids.
And they're still collecting their check, too.
Exactly. So
A nice one, too. Not no high school.
I don't know about that. I think we should have that conversation of that teachers need to get paid more.
For real.
I think
Facts.
high school and below don't professors make some nice money?
I mean, it really depends. Like, I don't think they're making money like
Not
that.
community college.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I know for
like
sure
where
not
you
for
go.
community college.
Like where you're at.
Probably.
I mean, I don't think so.
Really?
I mean, not like that. Not like you would think. I mean, I think the average for like a high school teacher is like 40, 50K.
High school teacher?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I would say maybe universities make an
I
extra.
think that's being generous.
Yeah, it is. Some of them need to get paid more, man.
Yeah.
After being out of high school, man, they put up with
a
a lot
lot.
of bullshit.
Yeah. Honestly.
I'm not going to get too deep into it, but they deal with a lot.
Anyway, welcome to the By Popular Demand podcast. This is episode 6. I am your humble, honest, and straight to the point host, Wyatt Banashusky, here with my great friends. To my right, I have Tibble with the dribble.
What up?
To my left, I have Jer Bear the Care Bear.
Definitely not.
Like, okay, I don't know why you lie to the people, man.
I don't think I've ever been called that.
Man, you haven't been in that Starbucks line and ordered your drink and pull up to that window
Oh.
and say, or go into Starbucks and when they
I've
ask
never been in a Starbucks. I'm gonna be real with
what's
you.
your name, and they automatically put Jer Bear the Care Bear.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
To this week, I only want to do really one shout out. I want to shout out, well, really more 9. I want to shout out the 9 people who passed last Sunday in the helicopter crash. This episode, I don't want to get too deep into Kobe because, I mean, it's been talked about for a week. It's been deep dive.
Seen it everywhere.
And the thing is, I think we're at the point as a community where we need to, it's good to remember, but we also need to remember that he has a wife, he has a mother and a father, and he has 3 daughters here, and they need their time to grieve in peace. And we as a community need to come together and allow that to happen, allow them to be able to be left alone and be able to heal, because it's I mean, something like this never heals.
No.
Never.
Speaking of that, man, TMZ is canceled for good.
Yeah, that's I've been telling y'all TMZ's nasty.
I've been knowing that, but what happened?
They bought the information from the police, and all the family members found out through the social media, which from my understanding is illegal, I'm pretty sure.
Why'd the cops even sell it to them?
Because it's TMZ, I don't know.
I don't know if I didn't hear about the cops selling it, but I
heard TMZ got it from them, and then they put it out there before anybody knew.
I heard that.
Members. That's just.
I heard that, and that's nasty in itself. But the thing is, like, people are starting petitions to cancel TMZ, which, I mean, that's never going to happen. I mean, some people live their lives around following what TMZ posts and what's the latest celebrity going to do. So that's not going to happen, but hopefully it opens some people's eyes on how
shitty human beings.
Well, right, and how nasty TMZ really can be. I mean, they really don't care about what's going on. When have they ever reported good news?
For real.
Never. It's all about
gossip.
Yeah.
It's all negative stuff, but
and some of those people on there are making really big paychecks for doing it. So
yeah, that's.
I mean, that's how our social media is nowadays. But
a lot of it is, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, man, Kobe is one of the best to ever do it. And the sad thing is he was just getting started in his off the court endeavors, and people are saying it's the happiest they've ever seen him. So it's really, really tragic. I don't remember anything being this impactful since I want to say it was either in 2012 or 13, and I think it was the. Mistake me if I am wrong. It was the Sandy Hook Elementary shooting.
Yeah, that was like the first shooting.
Oh no, okay, not that one. Or no, that was the first one since Columbine, right? Like the really big one.
Columbine was back in
the day. Right, but Sandy Hook was when we were in like middle school.
That was like the most recent one since then.
Big one. Yeah, this is
a big impactful one.
This is like I don't remember. Like people being so mournful about something, like I sense that,
Yeah.
And there's like, I remember people being upset when I was younger when Michael Jackson passed, and it being like this. Granted, I didn't listen to his. I was 9-10 years old, but now this is the first celebrity death where it still doesn't feel real to me. It doesn't. Like I see it and I'm like, oh. They're just having a tribute night for Kobe when he's gone.
Yeah. They lost. How do you lose on Kobe night, man?
Man, they were emotional but Portland's hot though.
I was about to say Dame's a monster.
Yeah, Portland's starting to catch fire.
MVP.
I don't know about all that, but he's
been on his mind lately.
Yeah, I knew they were going to do that. There's no way they were going to miss the playoffs.
No.
So, but anyway,
what seed are they?
I think they're either 10th or 9th right now, but either OKC or Memphis are going to fall out.
We got to trade Kuzma. Go get Bradley Beal.
That's not, money don't add up. But anyway, this is where I wanted to start, but I want to give it a few minutes just to thank Kobe Bryant. We have all of his family in our prayers. And it's just been a rough week for everyone in the sports universe, and just being a human, because it's that father and daughter relationship, and I'm for sure a lot of people can relate.
Yeah. Transitioning back to shout outs, I got one. I want to shout out the police for not pulling me over, being on my phone like the last 3 times. That was cool. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I'll add on to that because my headlight's out right now because Kelly got in an accident. And they didn't want to tell me that my car was dinged up. So I go to the mall, I'm leaving the mall, and I see all the glass gone off of my headlight, and I'm like, did someone hit my car and drive off? I started tripping. Man, I call Steven up, and he's like, bro, your mom got in an accident. Don't worry about it. We're getting everything taken care of early next week. And I'm like, all right.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so.
What'd she do?
Just turned when someone else was turning, and yeah. I was like, come on, Cal. But anyway, music, we had Wayne drop.
A lot of music.
Wayne's the only thing I listen to.
I listened to some of the Russ, some of Key Glock, and then a few songs off of Yo Gotti. But then I listened to the Lil Wayne album.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of our listeners are here for that other stuff. I think they're here for...
I don't know, man.
For
Key Glock was hard. And
I'm
the
not
Russ was a vibe.
I'll probably go back and listen to the Russ a little bit, but...
It's nice.
Lil Wayne...
you know Funeral is Lil Wayne backwards?
No.
No, not backwards. Upside down. Read it that way. It says Lil Wayne. Upside down. It's kind of dope.
Oh, on the album cover,
Yeah.
I can tell how he did it. Yeah.
It's kind of dope.
Yeah, so I guess this is his play on to his Rebirth album. So that's what he's doing with this.
I think it's better than the Carter 5. I enjoyed it more than the Carter 5, I'll say that.
I agree, but I think, like, if I had to line the two up, I think the Carter 5 had the best song. Because that record with Kendrick is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
And Uproar. So he's got 2 records on there that are absolutely insane.
Uproar is alright, but that's not something I'd be playing willingly. Like, just driving around or nothing.
Oh, man. I got to go back and listen a few more times. But overall, I thought...
What's your favorite song on it?
I don't know. I thought the intro was nice. There's a few on there, but...
There's like 3 or 4 songs that stand out to me.
Right.
Like, of course, the X song, I like that.
Yeah, that wasn't really my type of vibe.
I think Piano Trap is probably the hardest song on there. Because it does I think it's like 2 or 3 minutes long, and he's rapping, and then it switches up, and he's faster, and it's so dope.
Like you said, Wyatt, you gotta listen to this again, but the only one that really stood out to me was Mahogany.
Oh, that's the second record on there?
Yeah.
That one I didn't download. See, I've been busy.
Bing James, that one's nice
That's
too,
about
with J
all I
Rock.
got.
Yeah, I listened to that one. I like the record with 2 Chainz.
Alright.
That Dreams record was nice.
Adam Levine one was nice too.
Yep, that was nice.
It was weird. He kind of fit perfect on that song.
I like the Wild Dogs record. But like I said, I need to go back and listen to it again. But Wayne, I know we talked about the GOATs with Eminem and Jay, but for us, for our coming up generation, when we were younger, I mean, like if I had to do a Mount Rushmore, Lil Wayne would be on it. I don't know if Drake would be on it, but Lil Wayne would be on it for me. If I did a Mount Rushmore of rappers,
He'd probably be on mine too.
Those 3, J, Wayne, and M, would be on mine, and then that 4th spot, I can either go with an older guy like Biggie, or
Kendrick or
exactly.
Cole,
That's one.
like that.
I wouldn't do J. Cole, but you wouldn't put Wayne on a Mount Rushmore?
Nas.
Yeah, I was thinking about having him in my 4th spot. Yeah, but over just Wayne.
Not over Wayne.
His run from 2009 to like 2012-13 will never be done again. He put out hit after hit.
He only fell off because of Birdman.
Yeah.
Being a little bitch ass. You know what?
But anyway, how is everyone's week? How was life treating you this week?
Jay?
It's been pretty good, I guess. I haven't really done a whole lot this week, to be honest. I've been kind of just laying low in the gym, working.
Sounds like
I
a
gotta
real
do some homework tonight.
sounds like a real Tool answer in the gym.
No, I didn't mean it like that. That's what I was doing. I'm not sugarcoating it.
I got you.
Honestly, that sounds relatable.
Yeah,
Just school, CrossFit, then repeat.
Man, y'all have been doing more than me.
What have you been up to?
I mean, school and just kind of chilling.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, well, because I know starting this week, like, it's really going to start picking up. Like, the first month of college is kind of like, oh, you know, just do this here or there. And you have a little bit more motivation to do stuff, too, that first month. But once you start getting into, after the first quarter, getting into that second quarter, the work starts to pick up. You're like, whew, you know what I'm saying?
Now that I thought about it, I had an exam, my first physics exam.
Ooh.
Got an 85.
Damn.
I'm feeling myself.
There you go.
You were tripping about that class, too, weren't you, before the semester started?
Well, yeah, until I found out I could have open notes, open book. Then I was like,
Wow, that's how my
thank
business
God.
class was. That was nice. And you could do it in groups. So I was getting like 95s on those exams.
Yeah,
I was
I
feeling
haven't had a
real
business
smart.
exam yet. I
Man.
haven't had that
I
yet.
took an exam in my geology class, or geography, or whatever the hell it's called. Some
Wow.
bullshit. Don't take it.
Did you pass?
Yeah.
Like,
I got like a 72.
oh, that's passing.
I mean, between me and you guys, I didn't study for it, so I'll take that.
Shoot.
Man, I bet your ass didn't
I didn't know I was
study.
going to have an exam the first damn 3 days of class. So whatever.
Yeah, 3 days. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Teacher is tripping, bro.
What y'all doing for the Super Bowl tonight? Eating any good food? I know you don't really fuck with football like that, Tibbs, so that...
I don't know what I'm doing tonight.
I think I'll fill out some apps, scholarship or something.
Okay.
I'm gonna kick back, relax, maybe eat some bad food.
Be ready to Venmo me my money once the Chiefs
Yeah,
win?
no, we got a bet. I got 10 on the 49ers. Roll with my dogs. He's got Chiefs.
I'm with Jay. 49ers.
How you gonna... see, okay. See, I'm not even gonna get into that.
I like Jimmy G. That's my boy.
Here's my...
If I had to pick one, like I said, I'm not even going to be watching it. So,
Well...
I wanted to get some Super Bowl squares and make it more interesting for me, but...
I feel like those things are a ripoff. I would...
Well, it depends, because if you get bad numbers, your ass ain't winning nothing. But if you get some decent numbers, then you can win, like $200.
I'd rather make small bets like we did, like
Yeah.
$10, $20 bets. Because I know, I have a better chance of winning. Like, it's really 50-50. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once kickoff starts, it's 50-50.
And they're only like $20 squares, $10 squares, so it's like you're only putting in a little amount of money and getting a lot more out, which that's the part I like about it. Low risk, high reward.
I remember last year, Jaden, they do a game where, you take... I think you put in $2 or $4 and you roll the dice and you roll 3 times. And if both teams' total scores add up to be that number, you win. But you can't go, I don't know. So I was the last one to show up. So everyone had higher numbers. So mine was like 35. And it was a really low scoring game.
So what was last year?
The Rams and Patriots.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like 10-3, 13-3 or something.
Yeah.
So I walked out of there with like $45, which was pretty cool. Damn. Yeah. So just small stuff like that.
Should be a good game.
Hopefully, man. I
don't
mean,
want it to be a one-sided thing. I want it to be a shootout back and forth. That's what I'm hoping for, or a defensive battle back and forth, but not I don't want to see one team just take off with it and have it be done by the third quarter.
Well, that's how it was when the Broncos played Seattle, and this is kind of a similar thing. Like, everyone thought the Broncos' offense was unstoppable, but I don't think the 49ers have the secondary that.
Their secondary's not bad.
It's good, but against the Chiefs, you cannot play zone coverage.
Yeah, that's the thing is because Sherman's a zone coverage guy. Kawan Williams, I think he's there too. He's not really a man-to-man heavy type of player either, so it's like, I don't know. I trust the coach, though. Kyle Shanahan's smart.
He's offensively smart. Their defensive coordinator's nice,
Saleh,
though, too. Yeah.
He's a genius.
So it's going to be interesting to see. I think the Chiefs are going to win, but I think that defense of the 49ers will get a turnover early, and they'll go up like 10 to zip or 13 to zip, and then I think the Chiefs will kick it into second gear like they have the whole postseason.
Against the Texans.
That was nuts. That's the thing.
How do you let them score, was it like 50 points straight? 48 points, something like that?
What the key of this game for the 49ers is, it's okay to let up a touchdown, but you have to make sure to like nip their momentum immediately. Like if you let Kansas City start rolling like 3 drives in a row, it's over. But if you can give up a touchdown and then hold them to a 3 and out, you're in business.
Or get a turnover.
Right, something like that. So that's what it's going to come down to in this game, is how the 49ers defense can hold the momentum of the Kansas City offense. So
I trust the defense. They got a nice group back there.
I don't know. Kansas City's been one of the hottest teams since week 11, 12. So
if they're going to win it, this is their year to win it.
Who, Kansas City?
Yeah.
Not with a guy like Mahomes.
If Brady comes back.
I mean, I don't know about all that, man. He's not what he used to be at all.
Look at the roster he had this year. They were terrible. Of course they weren't going to make it.
Even with a good roster, bro, a better roster. I don't know.
The scheme works for him. That's kind of it's been built around.
I mean, if he wants to like show up Belichick and go somewhere for 2 years,
he's not winning.
And try and win. Well, with the AFC, like, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I hear rumors of Brady retiring, staying with New England. I hear Tennessee, and I hear Las Vegas. Those are the 4 things I hear. So
I think he'll sign a 1-year contract for a lot of money. That's what I think.
With who, though?
The Patriots. And they'll go one more time at it, and they'll probably beef up their roster this year for him. And this will be his last hoorah at winning a Super Bowl. That's what I think, but I don't know. We've seen more surprises in sports and signings and everything. So,
what about what do you guys think about the All-Star team reserves? Talk something more Tibble can get into with the basketball.
Like player wise,
you don't mess with the NBA either.
I mess with it, not like all the stats and stuff. I don't know who's on it.
I looked at the list and I can't remember nothing.
So the East reserves are Kyle Lowry, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, Sabonis from Indiana.
You're telling me Devin Booker didn't get in?
No, or Beal. I think a change to that's coming real soon. Especially if they're going to keep this like where you can draft players. Mm-hmm. I think what they'll do is keep the starting 5 in the East and West, and then open up all the reserve spots. I think there's 14 total reserves, and they'll have it be like open field. So just take the 5 best guards, the 5 best forwards, and then you have 4 lottery spots or 4 whoever.
Yeah, I can't believe they didn't make it. They're balling this year too.
Who?
Booker and Beal. They're having good seasons.
Well, that's how it goes. And like, are you going to reward the guy who's on the 3rd or 4th best team? Well, I mean, but granted, Brandon Ingram got in, and
he deserved it though.
I honestly, I would have probably put Ja Morant in over him.
He didn't make it.
I would have put Ja. I would have put Ja Morant over Kyle Lowry, but I mean, they're second in the East. Tatum made it in.
Trae Young.
Trae Young's a starter.
Maybe I'll tune into it then.
Oh, I always watch the All-Star games. Well, they're doing that tribute to Kobe.
Are they doing anything besides the jersey numbers?
Yeah, the quarter So like each quarter is a mini game. Yeah, I sent that to you.
It's like you gotta play to 24 or something like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
But anyway, let's get on to what's on repeat.
Oh, I got some ish to talk.
Oh.
Yeah, talk to ish. What you...
Man, you know what makes me mad?
What makes you mad?
When people I haven't talked to since like junior year of high school hit me in my Snapchat.
So 2 years.
Call it what you want. Hit me on my Snapchat with their trash ass music, bro. If I respond to you the third, fourth, or like the eighth time, please stop sending me that shit because...
Why don't you block them?
I did. Well, I didn't block them. I'm not that mean. I just removed them from my Snapchat. Especially when it's garbage, bro. How do you make music for 5 years and it's terrible?
So you got no right to complain then if you don't block them.
I didn't block them. I removed them. And they still find a way to reach me. I don't know. That's just...
My head.
That's just something that bothers me. Is like if I don't respond to you, why would you keep sending it to me?
Well, that's the new way of like the guy on the corner trying to sell his mixtape. Like now all you can do is send now all you can do is send a Snapchat. I mean that's really what it is. You can send a link, boom, and you can just flood people's inboxes and stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing I don't like. Like don't just shove it down people's throat. If they want to listen, then they're gonna listen.
Right.
Don't be sending it to everybody. That's just it makes you look desperate for views and clicks and everything. That's just how I see it. If people want to listen, then they'll slide up on your story or, they'll hit you up about it. But don't be sending it to me 8 or 9 times.
Right.
You know what another thing that makes me mad?
Oh, Jaren's on a roll.
Oh, man. I've been frustrated this week. People have been irritating me.
So you said you had a chill week.
I did, but there is a few moments in this week where I was like biting my teeth.
Welcome to my world.
Man, you ever been to the gym and you got somebody just chilling on their phone for about 15 minutes?
On the equipment?
On the cables, on any machine. That frustrates me
15
so
minutes
bad.
is nuts.
15. But
that's nuts.
They're just sitting there on their phone doing nothing. Like, all right, I'll pull out my phone for a minute or two, check Snapchat, change a song, do something. But if you're going to go to the gym, at least put in the work. Don't kid yourself there, please. That's not the place to do it.
I mean, I'm with you, but...
I mean, you're there. You made it. You walked in the door, you changed.
They just want the pics, Jaren. Don't you know?
They don't even be on the pics. They be on some damn games on their phone for 15, 20 minutes. I noticed that at the gym, dude. That makes me so mad. It's because I'm there trying to get shit done. I like getting in and out. I don't like being there for longer than I have to be. So I do my thing and I leave. But when you got people sitting there on their phones and doing absolutely nothing for 15, 20 minutes, that just frustrates me big time. I don't know. That's just me, though. Y'all can chime in on that or say anything.
Yeah, I haven't been to the gym in a minute, so that's all y'all. That's why I would go at 11 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night. So if I wanted to, if I got caught up watching a video or something on my phone, I didn't have to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that was the thing. I went. I think it was Monday after my morning class. So I was surprised it was like kind of busy because usually weekdays are pretty laid back, but I don't know.
It depends on what time you go to that gym though, because I feel like between 7 a.m. and 10, 11, you have that rush of older people that are there.
They're always on the cardio machines.
Yeah, and then come I think it'd probably be quiet, I think from 1 to 4, and then come 5 to 8, you have all your people getting out of work.
Don't even bother.
And it's only February, so there's still going to be a lot of people.
But yeah, this is the time where people are going to be going to get ready for that summer body.
If they're sticking with their New Year's goals. Because I know that's...
I just got to the point where I'm I don't give a fuck. I'll go to the gym when I feel like I need to. I'm not out of shape like that, but I'm not going to... I've just been so busy, that just takes a whole other chunk out of my day, so...
That's true.
But anyway, let's get into what's on repeat. I'll go first. I know these two probably have never heard about this because they don't listen to R&B music. So, I'm going to go with The Dream Makeup Bag featuring T.I.
The artist, The Dream.
The Dream.
I've heard of them. I don't be listening to R&B like that, but like I'll tune in every now and again.
All right, B.I.T.C.H. Megan Thee Stallion.
I had that song on repeat last Sunday.
I haven't heard
You
it.
put me hip to that.
Yeah.
I have not heard that song.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did.
you
I
did.
played it in the car. She just repeats bitch and she just starts rapping.
Shaking her ass.
I probably.
For me, I got D Block Europe Nookie featuring Lil Baby. That song is hard. That is the hardest Lil Baby verse I have ever heard.
By D Block?
D Block Europe. I think it's like a.
You
it
listen
might be
to
two
some
dudes and
weird
2 or 3
shit.
dudes. Nah, dude, you gotta listen to it. Lil Baby's crazy in that song.
Anyway, if you actually end up listening to that weak ass song, come to our live Thursday and let us know. Hopefully Jaren will have better service
like
this
it.
time.
Do you have practice again Thursday?
Let me look.
So you don't even know what the fuck going on.
I checked it, but my
It's
brain
not
don't.
consistent?
My brain don't be. Yeah, I practice at 9, but
Huh?
I'm on that island, obviously. Practice.
Anyway, thank you for listening. Like I said, Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we will be live on the By Popular Demand Instagram. On the Instagram, I feel like y'all can get a little bit more personal with us because it's in the moment. Jaren
Everybody
and
was
Tibbs
roasting me.
I don't know. They be kind
They want
of
more
scared.
stories from me.
Yeah. So
They'll come.
Jaren got the stories.
They'll come.
we'll
Not me.
Y'all gotta wait.
we'll see y'all then. Over and out.